shout it out, but I can't hear a word.
Okay, so we have a spread today. Bada bing, bada boom. Every time when I step in the room and the SO whistle like a missile bomb. Okay, so I have also alright. Hee hee, ha ha, ho ho. I know. Fuck this ghetto ass fucking video. Okay. Alright. So I just pulled out some cards. I wanted to do a reading for me. So welcome to Carlos's lair. I'm just kidding. Okay. So what we have first is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is calmness. It is understanding human behavior, compassion for others, tolerant, wise. So wisdom being that you're able to cut through what actually matters. Being wise, diplomatic, being able to balance out and incorporate everybody to better position yourself. And being caring, using those abilities, using that caring nature for yourself and for others, because we want people to bring their love to us. I was just listening to, I don't know if you guys know Jill Bolt Taylor, but you should definitely look it up. I think the King of Cups is perfect for her quote that be aware of the energy that you bring into your space and be aware of what energy you surround yourself with, because there can be at times people who can confuse you, people who can basically have you feeling like you yourself are not up to par. So it's creating this confusion, this what role do you have, and is there a role that you play that's according to what you want your love to be, that is on your terms. And the King of Cups is first, and then you have the Two Swords, and the Two Swords is just kind of following through, I think, with what the King of the Cups is trying to let us know, which is be tolerant and compassionate for the other, but know when it is that you have an overload on that. Being able to really have that ability to cut through and stop yourself from not wanting to see what you don't want to see, because it can be scary, it can be painful, and I think this could have to do also with the transitions within myself right now. Just going through, like, you know, metamorphosis, but we're always killing our old selves and transitioning into our newer, higher, improved selves, I would like to think, because, you know, I'm 25 now, and so I've reached my full completion of my brain development, so I'm now a full-blown, complete adult. And no, there's no 100% or any of that bullshit. Okay. It's just you're the whole, and the world follows through with that. The world is next, and you're the whole in this, and you're able to be in nirvana. Like, I just wanted to say that, but you can be in nirvana. That's what Jill says. The world. So the world is integrating. You're going to be integrating and experiencing wholeness. The way you... What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. We just bring the most clear messages, being able to just cut through the mental fog, being able to really slow down and to not be so quick and fast and... Okay. So, unison. Being able to have your caring, diplomatic, wise, compassionate, calm self, which takes a master practice. You just gotta practice until you can finally be a master of yourself. And it's funny. It's like the only difference with me and you, whoever, all of us watching, or whatever. The only difference is that 100th of 1%. Other than that, we're the same, 99.99%. But we all fight and argue over one another. So all the wars and all the stuff that's ever been, all the evil, we're the same. We're the same as Hitler. There's only 100th of 1% difference. And that's what makes all the difference. So it's crazy. It's crazy. But being able to integrate into the wholeness, being able to go from the right hemisphere, which is a bigger picture, that wholeness, what was it? The unison, the experience of fulfilling your heart's desires, from feeling that beautifulness that the right brain has to offer to us, which is what this whole spirituality concept is, and then how I'm able to even talk about tarots and organize things and have words written down in little sections is the left brain, and the logic and the reasoning, and that would follow through with healing as well. The world is healing. It's about healing yourself to have your dreams manifested, to have that concrete desire of accomplishing your goals. You realize what your goals are. That's the whole point of the world. So that's the whole point of the manifestation of your dreams. So not getting confused or overloaded with these indecisions. Don't get caught up in that little chitter-chatter guy that's telling you all these stupid things. No, don't listen to that. That is not someone to give your power to. You have the power, bitch, okay? Alright. So, we have our gifts. We have this amazing gift here. We all have a gift, and we are all here to utilize our gifts. We're all here to freaking love one another. Engage and being active, being engaged fully in your conscious awareness of your highest self. Being able to take on the present, to be content and count your blessings. The world. And then 5 episodes. So 5 episodes is more about like focusing on yourself, making sure that you're making yourself the priority, but not letting your moral, ethical standards be compromised. What did I say? It was having discord and choosing your battles. Yeah. Letting ends justify means. There you go. So letting the ending justify what means you have to do to avoid it. So you're looking to where it's going to end. That's the left brain. The left brain is all about the past and the present. Thank you, Jill, because I love you so much, Jill. I love you. The right brain is all about the present. It's all about the present moment, and it's this amazingness if you just, make that thought to go and transfer yourself to that yumminess, goodness, that beautifulness that is the essence of life, which is eternal. And it's so much more. Oh, setting concern for others aside. Yes, okay. So that's why, again, he has 2 swords in front of him, and he has his 2 swords in one hand and one in this, and you have 2 people in the back, they're walking away or whatever. So that's why we have the Page of Wands, 6 5 swords, because we need to be confident in the decision making that we need to do to input our energy out into this world, being able to project energy in the right hemisphere, to be able to bring that peace and tranquility by only establishing that which starts with us. And then we have the confidence and the passion to just go full force into that. The Page of Wands is being creative, being inventive, being able to take your own way, take a new route that's going to be beneficial for you, because you need to change something. You need to do something new. You need to invent. You need to be creative. You need to be using your art, using your new version of yourself, because we need to kill off this old, and go to the new. Showing optimism, passion, excited. New direction. Yes, yes. Going out of your comfort zone, yes. Focus on success. Be daring. Overcome the fear. Be a leader. Okay. So, yes, bitch. You need to get over yourself. And focus on the success. Don't let that left brain bullshit get to you. You're in control of your mind. You can silence your mind. It takes practice, it takes time, it takes patience, it takes tolerance, it takes the King of Cups. And the world integrating in unison to that, to better invent yourself out and be confident with your new self-expression. Death is right after this Page of Wands, so I think that's perfect. Perfect for the ending. Perfect for the ending after you have reached on the same page of where you want to go, because before where you reach the confidence to finally go and take that route of using your art and expressing your gifts and abilities to bring into this world, but you're using that to better integrate yourself into the world at large, to raise consciousness, to raise that frequency, the vibrancy, the eliminating excess. The death is about eliminating excess, the transitioning of going from one to the other, from death of the old to birth of the new, to the new self. It's also shedding old attitudes, going back to the essentials, going back to the basics, being able to really make those decisions that we know the potential of ourselves, and we know that what we can be, what we can do. It just requires discipline for us to cut out the things, places, and stuff that's holding us back and sticking to it. Being in the path of sweeping change, accepting the inevitable. Yes. And then to end it is Eight of Cups, which just enforces the Death card to move on, to find a deeper meaning. You're finding a deeper meaning. This requires patience. Requires research, excuse me. Personal truth. Thank you. Leaving the rat race. So getting out of all that chitter chatter, bitch. Just shut it up. And concentrate on what is important. Moving on, letting go. You will be drained by the demands of others. You'll be drained if you don't take responsibility for the energy that you put into your space and the energy that you surround yourself with, because people can just be like be little freaking slurpers, like cupcake fans. And being weighed down by worries. So again, that's the left brain. The left brain is the one that's trying to figure everything out, what location we're at, while the right brain is more like, ah. I think I'm more right brain, honestly. Like, yeah, you could tell, right? I'm a Gemini, though, so. So yeah, King of Swords. Uses thoughts creatively. So using those worries, using that bad, negative energy, whatever it is that is coming your way, whatever it is that you're telling yourself, whoever you're talking to in your head, that's whenever you get mad at yourself or whatever is going on, who you're talking to, you know? Using that to your advantage. Using people's negative energy or whatever have you, and transmuting that into your higher self. Using it to, your advantage. You are an alchemist. You are transmuting that, and you are going to be the king of swords, bitch. You're gonna inspire people with your ideas, and you're gonna challenge people with your ideas. I think that's great. That's perfect. This is what we need right now, honestly. Communicating ideas perfectly. Being a lucid writer or a lucid speaker. I could dig that. Uh, understands and honors all sides of an issue, truth and fairness. Definitely more of that. Being impartial and objective. That's really hard for me. Cancer Mercury. Um, high standards are encouraged. High standards are not enforced or put or forced upon anyone. They're just encouraged. We want the best of the best, right? Nothing but the best for us. And taking the high road and lives by the highest principles, which is being in alignment with yourself and not letting things, situations, sway you and take you from grace. So know that you always are able to be the King of Cups. You can clear your mind, you can be in that state. And that's the best ever. And through that mental clarity, we can then have control of our thoughts and being creative with that. Being able to have those two hemispheres integrated into the corpus callosum that then sends out into, hormones and things that starts, affecting us, and we don't know what's going on, or we can't understand why we think differently now than before, and it just has to do with the transformation that we continue having and how we don't have the same cells we were born with. All we are is a bunch of cells. It's not just an arm. It's cells. It's cells that are vibrating at a certain frequency, certain vibration. It is so much more, and it's so beautiful, and it's so simple, and it's so magical, and it's perfect, and it's a concept that is beyond us that we don't even remember. We forgot. We're being taken away by all this other nonsense. And yeah, I guess I will leave off with one more thing.